Hey guys, it's Josh here. If you don't know me, I'm a youth leader for high school boys. Shout out. And also, I help lead worship on Wednesdays for Chaos. So today I get the awesome opportunity of leading you guys in a devotion. Today we're going to be studying Philippians chapter 1, verses 18 through 20. So if you have a Bible, go ahead and open that up. Um, Come on, open. We're ready. But anyways, before we start, I just want to talk about our bottom line here today. You know, the big thing that we want you to take away from this, and that is to magnify Christ means to show the magnitude of His value to you. And so, what that means to me is like, we place value in a lot of things. We place value in money. We place value in um, the clothes we wear. We place money in jewelry. We place money. We place value in our friends. We place value in our family, and in the same way, you know, as Christians, as followers of Jesus, we should be placing the utmost value in Him, and so that's kind of what I take away from that. So let's jump into our verses. So we'll start at Philippians chapter 1, verse 18 says, "But what does it matter? The important thing is that in every way, whether from false motives or true, Christ is preached, and because of this I rejoice. Yes, and I will continue to rejoice, for I know that through your prayers and God's provision of the Spirit of Jesus Christ, what has happened to me will turn out for my deliverance. I eagerly expect and hope that I will in no way be ashamed, but have sufficient courage, so that now, as always, Christ will be exalted in my body, whether by life or by death." So, one thing to note is that exalted means magnified. We just talked about that, magnifying something, lifting it up, praising it. Faith, faith does the magnifying. Faith is the confidence or trust that we put in a person who has given us cause to think he or she is reliable, able, and willing to help us in our need. And so I have no reason to believe that is Jesus, and our faith in Him does the magnifying. So it's important to continue to build our faith like Paul has. And the cool thing is, he's gone through these trials, and he still is rejoicing, like he says. He says, "Yes, and because of this I rejoice. I will continue to rejoice." Right, and that's a hard thing to do, especially when you're going through situations and circumstances that obviously aren't that great. But it's even then that we need to remember that Jesus is for us, and that He's continued to do a good thing in us, and He needs to be praised in that time. And it's not because He needs you to praise Him, but it's because you need you to praise Him. And so we're going to dive into a couple questions here. So number one, do we feel that way about God? Do you really feel that He is worth rejoicing? Do you feel that He is reliable, able, and willing to help us in our need? Do you believe that you can put confidence or trust in Him? Question two is, can you rejoice in the good news of the gospel no matter your circumstances? I was just talking about that, no matter your circumstances, whether you're in the lowest of lows or highest of highs. And I think it's important to talk about the fact that, like, Paul, in this time that he's writing this, he's not writing from the inside of a church. He's not writing from the inside of his house. He's not writing from being on the road, going to preach to other people. No, he's writing from jail in Rome. Put there simply because He's preaching the gospel. And so, like, Paul's not writing from a place of the unknown. Of basically, what I'm saying is he's writing from a place where it's connected to this. We're talking about being in these circumstances that aren't so great. Like, Paul is there right now as he's writing this, and he's saying that, like, I'm going to use this to continue to exalt Jesus. And I just think that that's incredible. So can you rejoice in the good news of the gospel no matter your circumstance? There's a song called Highlands that I really like. I'm going way past time. And it says in the chorus, it says, "So I will praise you on the mountain, and I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are, so I will praise you in the valleys all the same." And I just think that that really goes along with what we're talking about right now, is that no matter where you find yourself in life, where you find yourself in this season, wherever you find yourself in this situation, we should always be looking to Christ, because He's the only one that will deliver us, and He deserves all glory and praise through what He's going to do through you during that time. So, something just to think about as you continue on with your weekend. Think about this. If faith does the magnifying, think about some ways that we can either physically show or mentally show your faith in Jesus more than what you're doing right now. So, with that, we're done here, and I hope you all have a very blessed Friday, and stay safe. We love you guys.